Since I embarked on this journey to invest in my home country almost 2 years ago, I made a lot of mistakes. My plan was to exploit a 3.25 hectare land, which is about 8 acres, and I decided to invest in poultry and vegetable farming. I explained why in a previous video, which I'll leave a link to down in the description in case you haven't seen it. But because of the high cost of feed, I was also determined to mix my own feed on the farm. So looking for alternative, I stumbled on black soldier flies and Azolla. So the plan became to do poultry and vegetable farming and to rear black soldier flies and grow Azolla and use them in the formulation of the feed for the chicks, and use the excrements of the larvae and the chicken manure as fertilizer for the vegetable plants. So once the plan was set, I needed to execute, and during the execution, I made a lot of mistakes. The number one mistake I made was going too fast. I went way too fast and I tackled multiple steps at the same time instead of sequentially. But if I can go back and do all over again, I would go very slow and step by step. We have all heard the business advice to go slow. But the thing is, when it's our first time, we think we are going slow. But let me tell you, if you think you are going slow, go even slower. Slow way down. Then once you lay the foundation, you can go fast, even very fast. But until then, go slow. I would also reverse the order in which I start the activities. I would spend the first 6 months getting the feed formulation right, so getting the production of the BSF larvae and Azolla up so that I can use them in the feed formulation. The second mistake I made was not providing the personnel on the farm an extended practical training. I hired 2 people to work full-time on the farm, and they were trained by a qualified technician who also supervises the farm. But in hindsight, the training was too short, and that became very clear when we received the chicks at the farm. Intensive chicken farming is a lot of work and requires constant monitoring and practical knowledge to be able to troubleshoot very quickly. The 2 workers never worked on a chicken farm before, although they grew up in the countryside, so they were used to farming in general, but not intensive chicken farming. If I could do it all over, I would find a farm where I could send them to work for 6 months and I would pay their salary. The farm owner would be happy to get free labor, and in the end, I would have qualified workers to work on my farm. Of course, the risk is that they might decide to not work for me, but I think it's a risk worth taking. The third mistake I made was not emphasizing meticulous data collection and record keeping. On several occasions, I needed to make a decision but did not have all the data necessary to make a more informed decision. Without the data, it is hard to make adjustments to improve because it's hard to make a more informed decision. At the beginning, I did stress record keeping, but I just didn't enforce it and was passive about it when information was not recorded. But that has all changed now. We have put in place a system to record everything. So, these are the 3 mistakes I've made. 1, going way too fast. 2, limited practical training for the personnel on the farm. And then 3, bad data collection and record keeping. I hope you learn from these mistakes and avoid them because they are costly. Give the video a thumbs up if you found it useful, and please don't forget to subscribe. So long, and see you in the next video.